I solemnly swear that I'm up to no good. Installing diesel heaters? What? Heck yeah! Check this out. Finally got my mitts on a diesel heater, and it's going into its new home. A little bit of modifications required, but yep, this is happening. And a diesel heater, you say? But Kristen, the Tacoma is not a diesel. And you are correct. Therefore, we need to figure out a way to make the diesel happen. It's going to require a little ingenuity. I guarantee people are going to critique it and think whatever they want to think about it. But guess what? When I have heat this winter, I'm going to be super happy. So I'm going to figure this out. And it's going to start with getting this thing mounted in here, get it all plumbed up, and we're going from there. Step number one was modifying this space. Previously, so there is my Coleman stove, and it sat on the inside of here, and this was actually a little more further over to make a more narrow, tight spot on this side. But considering where the fuel line is going to come in and where the exhaust is going to go out in that cubby, it made sense that the heater is going to go on this side. So I got to build a little platform for the heater to sit on, and then the plumbing begins. Okay, this bad boy is a 12 volt, 5 kilowatt diesel heater. It comes with a 10 liter diesel can that I have to figure out where to mount. And this little unit comes off Amazon, and it comes with everything you're supposedly supposed to need. So all your fittings, all of your fittings, your pipes, your cords, cables, yada, 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 pumps, whatnot. So it's supposed to be essentially a plug and play. You just gotta figure out how to plug it in and let it play. So that's what I'm trying to figure out, and hopefully it'll work. If not, I'm learning the do's and don'ts. But there were some very helpful YouTube videos, I'll put a link in the description below, that talk about these diesel heaters and kind of some of the do's and don'ts, things you want to look out for, some pro tips, things like that, and that helped tremendously. So that was good info to know. It's helping me with the build, but I want to try it, right? I want to try it. I want to see if this works. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I won't know until I try, right? So, moving on, getting this done, get this thing mounted. So this is the next step, right? Here's the house. So now I need to build a platform that goes from here to here, across right here. That's where this guy's going to sit on. So he's going to sit vertical this way, be in this way. All the plumbing is going to go down into this cubby. Fuel line is going to come out and around. And then the hot air is actually going to cut across, come out this panel, and then have the vent on the outside so that it's heating the inside of the camper, right? That's my plan. That's my thought. Will it work? We're about to find out. Ready? Let's do this. Got the board cut. Nice. Fits perfect. And then now I want to cut another board to go underneath here and down, so that it'll sit as a shelf on this side, whereas the shelf is on this side. It's already got one. So need to cut that piece, measure that, and go cut that piece. Woohoo! Perfect. There. See? Now it's got a platform to sit on. Very nice, I like. Hi, don't judge me. It's a really narrow space. Okay, wait. Let's check it. Okay. Ah. Where'd it go? In place. And it doesn't come out on the other side. Perfect. Oh, that guy's in. And now we have a platform for this to sit on. So, next, wait. Drill these holes. Okay, so these 4 bolts right here are for mounting the heater to this plate. These bolts mount to this actual panel. So I need to cut this out, and my thought process was actually using a circular saw. So I'm gonna circle saw it enough to free these holes, and then these are also the exhaust and intake ports. So that should be enough room, and then that way I don't, because I don't know that I have the right tool that's gonna like cut this out. So we're gonna circular saw it. You think 2 times the charm? We're about to find out. Okay. Excuse you. Okay. We've been here before. Do we get to move on? Let's find out. Okay. Survey says we're on. Woo! More clearance. That's nice. I like it a lot. Okay, this one is going to be the air coming in. This one's going to be the exhaust for the diesel heater going out. That's the guy I have to plumb down and out of the truck. And then this side, the hose attaches to vent hot air into the camper. And then fuel line goes right there. Exhaust is in. And then it comes out the bottom and we'll be able to route it out side of the truck. In theory, this should go like that. Woo. I got some of this stuff, which is exhaust pipe wrap. They use this for things like motorcycles. So they'll wrap pipes in it, things that'll get super hot. And it's just, I think, one more step to prevent this thing from getting too hot and burning everything down. So I'm gonna get that wrapped around. Might be overkill, might not even be necessary, but it's peace of mind for me, and that's what matters most. So now I've added a metal one, and then it's fully wrapped in an insulation. It smoked at first, which was really terrifying, but it hasn't done it since, so that's good. So I had to reroute that, create a whole new exhaust system, and that port is going to be a lot better. Aside from that though, it's installed. Guess I can show you this super fast down here. Oop, so it comes out and then feeds on down. Wiring is the last thing to do, and it's getting a bit late. The storm is rolling in, so I'll get the wiring done another day. But at least it's in, it's solid, and once the wiring is done, I'll go get some diesel and we'll try it. But yeah, I think I've done good for today, and tomorrow's another day, so whew. I'm back at it, and it is cold and rainy and windy, and I've kind of waterproofed the situation so that I can keep working on the heater. So picking up where we left off, I had drilled a hole down here in the bottom center divider for the exhaust, and that's going to go out to the aisle of the camper. So that's where we're at right now. We're just going to keep working away, plugging away, and let's hopefully get this thing going. Is today the day, my friends? Do we actually finish the heater? Let's hope so. We got this. We're so close. So my plan for the diesel fuel has been to mount it to the jerry can, drill a couple holes, mount it on there, and then feed the fuel line into the camper. I hope it'll work. We're gonna give it a try and see if this placement does okay for the heater. That's not the prettiest, but yeah. Capture that and see if that works. Okay, so my bad. The filter was supposed to go before the pump, because there's diesel in there right now, but it can't make it up past the pump. I had read that this was the way it was supposed to go, but I'm clearly wrong, so I gotta actually swap these two. Zero. That's gonna be fun. Okay, I got it switched. Okay, it's all plumbed up. Everything's in place. It's mounted in, it's not moving. So now it's time for the wiring harness. I'm gonna get it wired up to power. It only took me a week, but the heater's finished. Longer than that, but the heater's finished. Wanna see it? All right, so now it's starting to go even more. I don't know why, but it firing up like this is so unnerving to me, and I think just because I've been so traumatized with the installation of it, that I'm like so scared of it. There it goes. We pumped in now. Alright, the exhaust is going, you can hear it. As for the heat, we got warm air. It does take a second for like this to be crazy hot, but it's going. So that's awesome. And we don't have smoke. Oh my gosh, you guys, that was so scary. We just got hot air, which will hopefully heat up this small little space in no time flat. Well, my friends, that's a wrap on the diesel heater install. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. Is it the best for this? Probably not. I mean, who knows, you know? It's something that I wanted to try and see if it works. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So, but we tried, and you know, I'm pretty stoked about it. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next video.